Now, in this video, we are going to take up one more problem on composite bar. See, the problem states as here, the vertical rods, one of steel and the other of copper, and each rigidly fixed at the top and 500 mm apart. A crossbar fixed to the rods at the lower ends carries a load of 5 kN, such that the crossbar remains horizontal even after loading. Area of cross-section of steel rod is 1000 mm square and that of copper is 1500 mm square. The length of steel rod is 5 meters and that of copper rod is 2.5 meters. Find the stresses in each rod and the position of load on bar. So take the Young's modulus as 2 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square and Young's modulus of copper as 1 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square. Now, so this is the position. We have a copper rod and we have a steel rod of length 5 meters and 2.5 meters fixed at the ceiling at this distance. And there is a horizontal rigid bar and a 5 kilonewton is acting downwards at some particular distance from the copper bar. So that the distance will going to be x, and these two rods are placed at a distance of 500 mm apart. So this is the problem. We need to find the solution. So to do that, so first is we go for stress in each rod. That means the stress in both copper and steel rod we need to find out. First we want to have the, for static equilibrium, the load on steel rod plus the load on copper rod will be equal to the total load, which is 5 kilonewton, which has been already given there, 5000 Newton. So now we will going to the expression for the load on steel bar will be equal to stress into area of cross section of the steel rod plus stress in the copper bar or the copper rod into area of aluminium of the area of copper bar. So that will be equal to 5000 Newton. So now since the bar remains horizontal even after loading, what is that? Delta LS is equal to delta LC. So what is delta L? Delta L is nothing but P into L by A into E. Therefore, if you want to have delta LS, which will be PS into LS by AS into ES will be equal to PC into LC by AC into EC. So we know, so we will go to convert that PS by AS as sigma S into LS by ES is equal to sigma C into LC by EC. So we know the length of the steel bar, which is 5000, and the length of copper bar, which is 2500, and we know the Young's modulus of steel bar is 2 into 10 to the power of 5, and the copper bar will going to have 1 into 10 to the power of 5, which is given. So substitute the values of LS and LC and ES and EC. So now you are going to get the values in terms of sigma S and sigma C. So sigma S is equal to sigma C. So that will be equal to, so sigma S is equal to sigma C now. Now what is that? Sigma S into area of steel bar is 1000 plus sigma S into area of copper bar is equal to 1500. Since sigma S is equal to sigma C, so I have taken substitute the value of sigma C as sigma S because sigma S is equal to sigma C. So both will be equal to 5000. So once on the simplification, you will going to get the stress induced in the steel rod, which is sigma S will be equal to 2 Newton per mm square. Since the stress in the steel rod is equal to stress in the copper rod, so sigma C is also equal to 2 Newton per mm square. Now we go for position of the load, which was given it as 5 kilonewton is acting at some distance from X from the copper rod. So load on the steel rod we need to find out. The load on the steel rod will be equal to PS is equal to sigma S into AS. What is sigma S? Sigma S is 2 into AS is an area of steel rod which is 1000, so 2000 Newton. Similarly, load on the copper rod, which is PC, is equal to sigma C into AC, which is equal to 2 into 2500, which is equal to 3000 Newton. So the total load is 2000 plus 3000 is going to be 5000 Newton. So taking the moments about the point A, so the point A, the PC which is acting upwards, so PC into 500 will be equal to 5000 into X. So we know the value of PC, you know the value of PC which is 3000 into 500 is equal to 5000 into X. Therefore, X is equal to 300 mm from the left support. So hence the applied load is 300 mm from the copper rod or 200 mm from the steel rod. So this is how you will be able to find out the stress and the stress on the both steel and the copper rod, and also the position of the load in with respect to the both steel rod and copper rod. Thank you.